Um, I don't know why people requesting to be in here. I'm just talking. But okay, so everybody know how my phone. I mean, I don't know. I was connected to Wi-Fi, but I'm outside my house, so I don't know if it got better or not. But anyway. So what are you gonna? Who are you talking about? Anyway, okay, so yeah, we was brother and sister, whatever. But she started talking to this boy, and it just seemed like she started acting funny towards. It basically seemed like it was just me because I don't know. I guess she expect people to like kiss her ass and stuff like that, and that wasn't really me. And like I always like argue back. Like if I felt some type of way and she would say some shit to me or something like that, I'll say something back to her. So it was always only me and her falling out or like getting into it, and she'll still be cool with everybody else. And we was in the rich family and stuff. But yeah, we fell out like twice, and she got so okay. Y'all probably don't remember. Well, anyway, me and oh damn, I'm trying to think of the story. It's so much shit. Oh, she started talking about me and my brother. No, she tried to prank the rich family or whatever, in our group chat and tell us like that we fake or whatever and stuff like that. So in our head, we like she came up with an old excuse, but she told us it was a prank. It didn't succeed or whatever. So she did it the next day, said the same thing, but said it was a prank. But she only said it was me and Justin, I think, or me, Justin, and Cameron. I don't know. So I know the next day we was about to go to this one party, a Fresh Empire party, and we was gonna go and get her, but she kept saying she wasn't going. So in my head, I'm like, okay, well, she didn't make up her mind if she's going or not because I'm driving. I already had drove all the way to Hamtramck, and I was gonna drive back to Redford to go get her because we was already early. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So she said she wasn't going, but then she said Misty was her only real friend because Misty was the one who I guess saying like, no, please go or go whatever. But she said she was. That's what we like. Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So and we were supposed to go get Cameron too, but it was only me, Justin, and Misty that was together. And I think Cameron said she wasn't going, but then she popped up there with Samaj. So we sitting there like, and then they didn't talk to us at the party. They was acting funny. And when we go places, like me and my brother, we got our own car. Well, we got cars or whatever. So we always be driving or always used to be driving. So we will always like pick up and drop off and stuff like that. But then at that party, like she had her mama come all the way to Hamtramck just to come and get her over some petty ass quote unquote prank. So it just started getting too far. Well, her little prank, like we would go out to eat, and it made it seem like what is it? We went out to eat or whatever, and like she all the way at one end of the table, I'm all the way at the other end, and like I'd be talking to somebody in front of me who at the table. No, I remember one time my brother had went over her house, and after like I don't know. I think since we always be getting into it, like I didn't always go over to her house like I always did. Like I would just be bored, pop up at her house, just always be there because they was my family or whatever. So I would just always be over there with them, spending my time with them. And after like certain stuff happened, I'm like, nah, like that wasn't my go-to place no more. Like I just didn't, know. So my brother, he was still, she would still be cool with him. He'll still be cool with her. So he would be going over there. So one day when he was over there, I went over there. This was like 2 months ago. I got off work and I went over there. And she had asked me, could I take her somewhere the next day. And my friends was coming over. They was spending the night like the whole time that I was off work. I was off for like 3 days. So they was spending the night. So I told her, I was going to be busy. And so, it wasn't a problem. Then the next day she asked me, could I do something for her? And I was still busy. Right. I was with my friends. So I told them I was going to be busy because they was like, you want to... And for one, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of rude. Like, be our driver. Like, I just feel like, ask me. Like, don't consider me as a driver because that's not what I am. I'm not an Uber or a Lyft. I do it out of love. So, when I told them I'm going to be busy, it just seemed like they kind of got attitudes. Like, they like, okay, in all caps. And me and Cameron, we cool now. We wasn't cool, like, in this argument or whatever. I'm not speaking bad of her. We just end up getting into it, me and Cameron, and then Samaj included herself into it by saying stuff. And I was like, y'all know if I wasn't busy, like I would have did it for y'all. So don't act like I'm just, I don't know, like acting funny or some shit like that, saying I can't do it. And what? When you gonna start posting good shit on OnlyFans? Why is that the main concern right now? Anyway, so so that's why I'm like all these attitudes, like they all was like, okay, all caps. Y'all don't type in caps, so I felt like it was a problem, and she kept saying it. So that's when I like got to calling like Cameron out her name, like I said, the B word or whatever. And then like I said it again, like B didn't tell you to be quiet, and then they like, oh wow, like act like they was shocked, because I was calling her name. But I feel like even though it was out of anger, like we still friends. Like when we get mad, all we do is like, yell and cuss at each other. Hey James, oh, that's all we do. So it was like, for this reason, y'all want to take it out of proportion. So we got to arguing. I was like, all the petty stuff can go, because if I wasn't doing nothing, I would have did it. And then Samaj like, or you can go. Well, I don't need y'all no fucking. I end up leaving. Next thing you know, Samaj's mama calling my phone, and I'm like, okay. So that means Samaj ended up going back to her mama and told her that I was calling Cameron out of her name and whatever else she told her mama. I don't know what. But her mama called my phone trying to check me or whatever, and she was like, and I'm not speaking on nobody, I'm just telling the fucking story, so I'm not saying nothing bad about nobody. So, Samaj told her mama about the situation, like snitched on me or whatever. So then her mama blowing my phone up, and when I finally answered, my friends at the house, so they here. So I consider her as my mama, she considered me as her son. So I felt like it was just rude for her to like come at me and say, what's this beef with you and my daughter? I pull up because I'm with that. And my mama, like me, I'm not the type to just sit up here and go and tell my mama every little thing that I do in my life, or every little argument I get into, I'm gonna go tell her. So I'm like, I don't, that's just not me. Because I don't need, if I'm in some drama or some shit or whatever the case may be, I'm not about to go tell my mama and get her worried or involved or anything like that. So when she was on my phone talking crazy, pull up and all that stuff, and I'm like, mind you, I'm calm. I'm like, no, you ain't gotta pull up. And I'm like, nah. And she like, I don't like the way you talking to me, Jacob. I'll pull up right now. And I'm like, pull up for what? And I just knew, like, if she would have pulled up, my mama would have had to come outside, and it would have been an even bigger problem. And that's one thing I didn't want, to get my mama involved and have to go outside and fight somebody that she don't even, well, she know of her. She haven't met her, I don't think. But to just go get herself involved in anything like that. So that's I'm like, all right. So that's when I literally like distanced myself from all of them, like all of them, the fam. Oh, I still got this right here. That's when I separated myself from somebody and her mama, because that was too far. I called somebody a B word, nah, you got your mama checking me and stuff like that, and I was supposed to be her son. So I just feel like all love was lost right there, all respect was lost, everything. So I stopped going over. I didn't talk to them for like over a month. And then that's when Lay and them came in town. And my brother, of course, I want to see them because I ain't seen them in a minute or whatever, and we miss each other. So I end up going over there. My brother was over there, so I feel like that was more of a reason for me to go over there, even though I didn't care. I was just like, I'm gonna go over there anyway. So I ended up pulling up. They all came to the car, spoke or whatever. So then Samaj and her mama came over there after we haven't seen each other in like a month and a half, and it's like they was playing, but they was serious. Like, you was talking all that shit to my daughter, da da da. What you was like? She was like, she showed me the messages. I'm like, well, did she show you all of them? Like, and it's like we kind of like laughing and shit, but then it was like at the same time she was kind of like asking serious questions or whatever. So we would, we would lay or whatever and all of them, but I don't know. Even it kind of felt weird because knowing how we were, it's like even though I was at her house, I wasn't really with her when we was at her house. I don't know where she was at her house, but it was just like me, my brother, Lay, Naya, like we all, just chilling and talk. I don't know. I didn't know where Samaj ended up going. I don't know. But so after that, me and Samaj still didn't talk. It was just that we was around each other. So I just considered us as like cordial, like we could keep it cool. So I was like, okay. So what's today? I don't even know what today is. June 13th. She texts my phone, my brother, Cameron, Misty. She texted all of us saying the same thing. And I just felt like she was talking about like loyalty and shit like that. And I just feel like I told her like I feel like you haven't liked me for the past couple of months. We wasn't as close as we used to be. So don't come at me talking about no loyalty and you feel like we fake because we still. That's like some to me or nothing like that. And mind you, it was months ago. Maybe like I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, and you bringing this up now, bro. Tell me if it get better because it connected to my Wi-Fi and I'm outside. Tell me if it get better or not, cause I don't know. I unconnected it from it. Hurry up and let me know so I can keep talking. Is it better or is it not? Okay, it's better. Okay, if y'all can hear me, then I'm gonna keep talking. Okay, so she's just talking about loyalty, like she feel like we fake because we still follow this person or whatever, and knowing all what he put her through and stuff like that. And me, yeah, I did care. I mean, of course, I'm the one who witnessed first. Like you just start acting different towards me, and we ain't even been we ain't even been as close as we was. So why are you even talking to me about loyalty like we was close, like we've been close? So I told her like, you can't talk to me about loyalty when we haven't been close, and then you got your mama disrespecting me and shit like that. Like, you think I'm gonna still feel the same towards you? That's like, no, I'm not. And it was like, yeah, I did love y'all, and whatever, but that was just fucked up for somebody who was y'all brother and son and stuff like that. So I'm like, whatever, all right. So when I said what I said, I felt like maybe it was a little rude how I said it. So after I said what I said, she said okay. So I just feel like if you got something to say it because you already done tried to quote unquote check me or whatever. So when I respond, don't just say okay. Like, I need a response from you. So the next day, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I was a little too blunt to her. Let me just like break it down, or. So I said maybe my response was a little harsh the way it came out or whatever. But I just wanted to let you know that yes, I did consider it just no love lost. I just thought it was wrong, da 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 da. And I said whatever, and then I was like, and I still love you. And then she's like, I love you too. Thank you so much. It meant a lot to me, or whatever. That was June 13th. Let me see. A week after, imagine we don't see each other. So when she texted that, whatever, we was cool. But then she texts my brother. You know how my brother Misty and Cameron and they was out of town. So I guess they, I don't know, maybe linked up with one of the boys that she's well, not my brother. She ended up meeting up with somebody or whatever, and then she blocked Misty and she blocked Justin. So it kind of made me mad because I'm not gonna get into detail about that, but you and Misty was just like talking about doing YouTube videos together, and now you just like blocking her. Like, I feel like that's like fake, if anything, or wrong as fuck, or using somebody because you wanted to do YouTube videos with her, correct? So, you know, you can get bigger on YouTube, and now you blocking her. So me, when I found out that she blocked Misty, I didn't know the reason why. I didn't know why she had blocked Misty at first. That's why I just had got mad, and I had made a post on my Instagram story and said people push away their real friends or something like that, but something about loyalty. And I was like, okay, well, laughing faces, because I found out that she blocked Misty after I knew that she was talking about she wanted to do YouTube videos with Misty or whatever. So I'm like, well, damn, to me, I felt like that was fucked up. So I left that alone. And then her mama slid every time, like, me and Samaj, every time we get into it, her mama always like slide up on every single post that I make on my Instagram story, just assuming it's about her daughter. And me, yeah, it might have been some little petty ass argument. If Misty linked with someone Samaj ain't mess with, that ain't wrong. I didn't see I mean, I know her and Misty. I could see if it was me or just, well, okay. I could see if it was like me, somebody in the rich family who did that shit, but it was Misty. You and Misty not even really like. So I mean, I didn't really see the problem with that, but I'm gonna talk about that in a minute once I finish saying what I'm saying, because I want to keep hopping stories and never finish. So, I'm not even reading the comments. I think I need to read. Friends don't always have to beef with people you beef with. That's what she don't understand. I would check the mama could stay your ass in the. No, it wasn't Debo. So, like, okay, yeah. So every time, who was she beefing with? She wasn't beefing with nobody. But anyway, so I'm like, even though me and Sasha, sister and brother, whatever, even though we, got into little arguments or disagreements, whatever the case may be, if we both making posts or, you're a parent, like, don't keep sliding up on my stuff. And I'm back then, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful or nothing like that. Like, of course I didn't deny that I was talking about her. Like, I would say what I wanted to say back if it came off disrespectful to her, maybe because I responded or whatever. I don't know. But I'm not a punk. Like, if I'm talking about somebody, I'm like, I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm talking about this person because. So I'm like, okay. So I left it alone, and that was just before. So her mama stood up on my post, and mind you, this is after she called my phone like 2 months ago, and checked into my she was gonna pull up and stuff like that. That's when I lost all respect for her, because that was too disrespectful. So she slid up on my post again. When I made the post about people always talking about something about loyalty, but they be the fakest ones. Okay, well, laughing faces. She lit up and said, it's so much more that I could say right now, but I'm not even going to say it. Something about, you got me fucked up, get the fuck on. You're an adult, right? So in my head, I'm not even about to argue, because that's still disrespectful. And my friends, who be over here, they, like my main friends, like, they always tell me, like, Jacob, like, that you're disrespectful. I mean, no, they not saying. I just lied. I'm reading the comments. They tell me that I'm too nice. The way I let her talk to me on that phone was unacceptable. I didn't say a thing. I didn't say nothing wrong. I didn't say nothing. I was calm. She was yelling. And she just say so much shit to me, but I don't never react to it, because the way I was raised, like, I don't know. I don't argue with adults. That's just one thing I don't do. I feel like that's real disrespectful to me. I don't care what. If anything, I'm gonna let my mama handle that because I'm not arguing with no adult. Even though I'm 18 and I'm quote unquote grown, I'm not about to argue with no adult or nothing. So I was like, she said, get the fuck on. So I said, I put laughing face. I said LOL, and then I said assuming much with a question mark and laughing faces. I'm not arguing with you, so I don't see the problem. So next thing you know, I get a text from a number that wasn't saved, and she had her grown son. He is 25 years old. She had him text me and he said something about, nigga, who you talking to? You supposed to be talking to my mama, LMAO, and something. I was like, she came at me disrespectful about a post or something like that. I said something, but he never texted me back after that. And then her mom, I don't know, her mom basically said something like, whatever. I don't know what she said after I said LOL, assuming much. And then she said something. I think that's when she said get the fuck on. I don't think she said get the fuck on before then. But I just kept putting laughing faces at her. And then I seen her mom. Well, her mom. Oh my bad. It was, I don't know how long ago it was. It wasn't even that long. It was like maybe like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, at a party. And even though me and somebody, we wasn't seeing each other, like we had picked somebody up from down the street from her house. So when I left her house, and I was, with two of her other friends, my sister and then her other friend, Aaliyah, whatever, we was all together. So I'm like, her door was open, so we're like, oh, let's go pull up to her house or whatever, talk to her or whatever. So her mama opened the door, and then she was like, oh, Jacob, why you here? You don't come by here. I'm like, I'm here now. So I just kind of like, I didn't react how she probably wanted me to react. Like, I just didn't say nothing. Like, I would just laugh, like, haha. And I saw her mama again, and she said the same thing. It's like, she keeps saying, like, she don't fuck with me. And I can't sit up here and cry about it, like, oh my God, you don't fuck with me. Like, no, please do. So when she said she don't fuck with me, I was like, ha ha ha. And she tried to she got out the car and she said, it's okay, I'm gonna pull up to that house of yours. And I'm not even a disrespectful type of, and no, I'm not talking about nobody or nothing like that. I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just telling what happened because people thinking I'm use somebody just to get somewhere and stop fucking with them. Like, no, that's not even the type of person that I am. Like, no. So after she had her mama texting me, whatever. So then I get I guess, somebody, she had got a new number or whatever. So she called my phone. I didn't know who it was. I'm thinking it maybe like her son or something. And she called my phone like, so what's the problem? And my friends over here, and my friends know what happened already. So my friends get on the phone, they talking. So at this point, we thinking like her mama gonna pull up or something like that. Like, that's what we thinking. But just I'm doing the same thing you did, so I don't see the problem. But I just I just left it alone. Like, I'm not the type to argue. I'm not the type to keep going back and forth about something. Like, if we don't mess with each other, we don't mess with each other, and that's it. And I only explained this because I don't want people thinking like I'm just some fucked up ass person talking about I'm used to somebody to get where I am, because that's never what it was. Yeah, like, that's never what it was. I'm not the type of person. And me, like, all that little Instagram beef, like, I would never be a part of that. Like, I'm grown. I don't think how little kids think. Like, if I meet somebody and we like click or like our bond, we bond or whatever, I consider you as, a friend. Like we, we fuck with each other. We cool. Like, I'm not about to just sit up here and let like a situation between you and somebody else like make me not fuck with somebody no more. They haven't done nothing to me. Like, everybody that I have met is nice. As in between, I'm not letting, no, to just be like, oh, they got a problem, her. No, I'm not. So the way I think of it, I just think like their mindset not as mature. Like because of something that happened months ago, like literally like 5 months ago. Like I'm not about to stop ago. It's old. It's dead. Like so. What else was I gonna say? Um. Yeah, I mean that's basically it. Like I don't have to. If I like I don't know, like if I link with somebody and we make videos, that we post, we gain. That's like common sense. Of course, you're gonna gain. Like if you link with somebody and stuff like that, same way she gained. So I mean, that's not using nobody. And nor am I asking, oh, let's make a video so you can post it so I can get some followers. Like that's not what I'm doing at all. No, I don't give. Me and somebody can make 1,000 fucking videos, and if they don't post them, I don't give a fuck. Just I don't care. Like what? So I mean, just after that, like I just left it alone. My main friends, this is my main friends now. They ain't went nowhere. They're not going nowhere, and yeah. But yeah, like I'm cool with everybody else. It was just like I don't know. That just Jacob don't use people. Stop playing with him. Oh, Jacob don't use people. Stop playing with him. Right, like I don't know. I was just raised different. I guess like my head ain't where I guess maybe where these other people heads be at. Like, oh, let me use this person. Get up, leave them, do some more shit. Like no. If I'm up, everybody I fuck with is gonna be up. And even if I was like I said, Instagram is not shit to me. Even if I was like down, like no, I still can't be like, oh, I need to use this person. No. Cam, Justin, and Misty don't got a problem together. Let me see who went here before I say something else. I You're a more mature and you can handle situations better than most people your age. Oh, don't do that. And see, that's I'm not here to bash nobody, so that you don't need to you don't need to post that of her. Even though she did what she did, whatever, like I'm not the type to just be like, oh, expose her, oh, do this, oh, do that. Like, no, don't do that. I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm just here, like I said, to clear the air. I don't care what she did. Exposing somebody is not, no. So don't do it. And don't say I was told you to do it either if you do it. And if I don't know, like y'all know how messy people be like recording it live and probably sending it to her. I never said anything bad about her. I never bashed anybody or nothing. I cleared the air up so people, well, I don't even think it was everybody, but it was just a couple people on my spam talking shit, talking about how I'm using her or I used her to do this and that, and just stop fucking with her. I didn't stop fucking with anybody. I consider her as my sister. Why would I just stop fucking with her out the blue? So, and I just feel like, when stuff happen, if you the type to like, that's just like me. Say I go out here in the world and talk all this shit to everybody, but when they say something to me, or I'm gonna not even say everybody, but just say like a certain person, like say some people don't like me or whatever, we don't like each other. I talk so much shit to you, and then when you talk some shit to me, I go and tell my mama because you said something to me. If you that type, don't even say a word, or like, I don't know. It's just certain situations where I just let like a lot of shit slide. It's the fact that I don't know what that is. I hate y'all not cool. You clearly need to be clear about it. And we was I mean like I said, I'm gonna just speak on it because I don't care. I'm not talking bad about nobody. We was at I don't even know when this was. This was like I don't know when this was. This was like a couple days ago, or it's like some days ago. And Chris and Devo was in town or whatever. It was all of them. Like, they all had a big ass room somewhere. I forgot where it was at. So I think when I ended up going, and I guess like Samaj was there, and I guess maybe like she was telling all of them like she don't want to be in a room with us and stuff like that and all that. Even though that's the room that everybody was in. So when we walk in the room, she said, I mean, like I said, I'm not talking shit, so I mean, I don't really care. So as soon as we walked in the room, she said, what did she say? What the fuck? Why are they here? I don't fuck with them. And I just feel like I didn't even say nothing when she said it. I just left it alone because that's not me to sit up here and go back and forth, especially if I know you're gonna go back and tell somebody, and then it's just gonna be a bigger issue. So I just left it alone. I said I didn't bash nobody. So I mean, I did not bash nobody, and nor did I lie anywhere on anybody's name to make them look bad. I did not. Now let me go look on the fucking TV pages. I'm finna get off here though. Y'all know the real.